Imagine being at the shooting range, getting ready for that perfect moment, but with one major difference. You're holding a weapon that's completely illegal. For many of us, the idea of handling a banned weapon might seem far-fetched, maybe even impossible, but the reality is quite different. There are weapons that, despite seeming harmless, are entirely banned in the United States, and merely possessing them could land you in serious legal trouble. In this video, we're going to explore the nuances of prohibited weapons, debunking myths, and revealing what you really need to know to stay safe and on the right side of the law. Now, if you're curious to learn more and want to make sure you don't miss any valuable tips, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button and drop a comment below with your thoughts on these laws. Your engagement is super important for us to keep bringing quality content to you. Topic 1. What makes a weapon illegal in the United States? The first thing we need to understand is what actually makes a weapon illegal in the US. Laws vary from state to state, but there are some federal rules that apply across the board. For instance, fully automatic firearms, which fire continuously as long as the trigger is held down, are highly restricted and in most cases illegal for civilians. The possession of unregistered weapons, such as certain types of silencers or explosive devices, also falls under federal prohibition. Additionally, some weapons that are considered disguised or easily concealable are viewed with suspicion and often banned. However, there are exceptions and nuances to these rules. Certain weapons that might be illegal in one context could be allowed with the proper licenses or under specific circumstances. This creates a scenario where, for the gun enthusiast, it's crucial to always be informed about what's allowed and what's not. A simple change in the law can turn an innocent hobby into a criminal activity, and no one wants to find themselves in that situation. If you've ever wondered whether the weapon you have stored at home might get you into trouble, you're not alone. The complexity of gun laws in the US can be confusing, but it's essential for any gun owner to be aware of these rules. Ignorance is no excuse when it comes to illegal weapon possession, and the best way to protect yourself is by staying informed. Topic 2. Specific examples of prohibited weapons. Now let's talk about some specific examples of weapons that are banned by law. Starting with machine guns, which are among the most well-known automatic firearms. Since the National Firearms Act of 1934, these weapons have been subject to strict control. Anyone found possessing a machine gun without the proper license can face serious legal consequences, including jail time. Another example is explosive devices, like grenades or mines. These devices are extremely dangerous and are completely off limits to civilians unless there's a specific government authorization. Additionally, there are so-called disguised weapons, like batons or pens that shoot bullets. While they might seem harmless or even curious, these weapons are banned in many states because they're easy to hide and therefore pose a significant public safety risk. Even weapons that look like toys but have the capacity to fire projectiles can be considered illegal. The point is, regardless of how interesting or rare a weapon might seem, it's crucial to check if it's within legal limits. The risks of owning a prohibited weapon go far beyond just a fine. They can include severe criminal penalties. So if you come across something that looks suspicious, it's always better to investigate before making any decisions. Topic 3. The role of the ATF in regulation. Have you heard of the ATF? The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives is the main agency responsible for enforcing firearm laws in the United States. They're tasked with ensuring that guns are sold, bought, and owned within legal parameters. The ATF also monitors the manufacture and importation of firearms, making sure that any weapon entering the market complies with federal regulations. They have the power to investigate and prosecute those who violate the laws, and they don't hesitate to do so. One of the ATF's primary functions is issuing licenses to gun manufacturers and dealers. Without the correct license, it's illegal to manufacture or sell certain firearms. Additionally, the ATF conducts regular audits and investigations to ensure that gun shops are complying with the laws. Violating these laws can result in the loss of licenses, hefty fines, and even imprisonment, But the ATF's role isn't limited to regulation. They're also involved in criminal investigations and in preventing gun-related crimes. When it comes to prohibited weapons, the ATF is always vigilant, and that's why understanding their functions and how they operate can help any gun owner avoid trouble. Topic 4. The penalties for illegal possession of weapons. When it comes to illegal possession of weapons, the penalties can be severe. Depending on the severity of the offense, the consequences can range from hefty fines to lengthy prison sentences. In the most serious cases, like possessing automatic weapons without a license or explosive devices, sentences can stretch into decades of imprisonment. Additionally, possessing a prohibited weapon can lead to the loss of civil rights, such as the right to vote or own other firearms. But it's not just the criminal penalties that can be devastating. Having a criminal record can affect almost every aspect of your life. From getting a job to renting a home, the consequences of a conviction can be long-lasting. That's why it's so important to ensure that all the weapons you own are within legal limits. Another issue to consider is property seizure. If you're caught with an illegal weapon, it's likely that the weapon will be confiscated, and in some cases, other properties may also be seized as part of the investigation. This means that, in addition to fines and imprisonment, you could lose valuable assets. The cost of ignoring gun laws is too high to risk. Topic 5. How to ensure your gun collection is legal. Now you might be wondering, how can I ensure my gun collection is legal? The answer starts with research and education. Staying informed about federal, state, and local laws is crucial. There are resources available, like government websites and specialized legal consultations, that can help clarify any doubts you might have. Additionally, taking training courses on gun laws can provide a deeper understanding of the rules. Another important tip is to keep detailed records of all your firearms, including where and when they were purchased, and any licenses or permits associated with them. These records can be crucial if you ever need to prove the legality of your collection. Also, if you're thinking about acquiring a new weapon, make sure to check the latest laws, as they can change over time. Finally, never underestimate the value of good legal counsel. Having an attorney who specializes in gun laws can be a huge asset. They can provide personalized advice and help navigate the complex legal landscape, ensuring that you're always on the right side of the law. And that's it, folks. Thanks for sticking around, and we hope this video cleared up some questions about banned weapons in the United States. Stay tuned, because there's always more to learn and discover in this vast world of firearms. See you in the next video.